King Jehoshaphat had returned to Jerusalem. He had joined forces with Ahab, the king of Israel, in a battle against Ramoth in Gilead. The alliance proved disastrous, and Jehoshaphat barely escaped with his life. As Jehoshaphat settled back into his palace, a prophet named Jehu approached him. Jehu didn't waste time with pleasantries. He rebuked Jehoshaphat for his alliance with the wicked Ahab. How could he, a king who claimed to follow God, join hands with someone who openly defied the Lord? Jehoshaphat was taken aback by the prophet's words. He knew in his heart that Jehu was right. The alliance was a mistake, a compromise of his faith for political expediency. This encounter with Jehu became a turning point in Jehoshaphat's reign. It forced him to confront his own shortcomings and set him on a path of genuine spiritual renewal and reform. Jehoshaphat's response to Jehu's rebuke was not one of defensiveness or denial. He accepted the prophet's words with a humble heart. He acknowledged his error and took responsibility for his actions. This act of humility was the first step in Jehoshaphat's journey of reformation. He recognized that true repentance begins with acknowledging one's faults and seeking God's forgiveness. Jehoshaphat's willingness to admit his mistakes stands as a powerful example for all leaders. It is a reminder that true leadership requires humility and a willingness to be corrected. Only when we are willing to confront our shortcomings can we begin to address them and lead our people with integrity and righteousness. Following Jehu's rebuke, Jehoshaphat's heart was stirred to seek the Lord with renewed fervor. He realized that his alliance with Ahab had been a departure from God's will, and he was determined to realign his life and his kingdom with God's purposes. Jehoshaphat understood that true leadership flowed from a deep and abiding relationship with God. He knew that he could not lead his people effectively unless he himself was being led by God. This commitment to seeking God became the driving force behind all of Jehoshaphat's subsequent reforms. He sought God's guidance in prayer, and he led his people to do the same. Jehoshaphat's example teaches us that true leadership is not merely about political prowess or military strength. It is about seeking God's will and leading others to do the same. Jehoshaphat embarked on a mission to reform the religious practices of Judah. He understood that the people had strayed from the covenant they had made with God. Idolatry and pagan worship had crept into their lives, undermining their relationship with the one true God. He sent officials, priests, and Levites throughout the land to teach the people about the law of the Lord. They carried with them the scroll of the law, reminding the people of God's commandments and their obligation to obey them. This nationwide campaign of religious instruction was a testament to Jehoshaphat's commitment to restoring the spiritual foundations of his kingdom. He recognized that true national prosperity and security flowed from a right relationship with God. Jehoshaphat understood that a nation's strength ultimately lies in its spiritual foundation. By leading his people back to God, he laid the groundwork for a stronger and more righteous Judah. Section 5, Justice for All, appointing judges in the land. Jehoshaphat's reforms extended beyond the religious sphere. He was deeply concerned about the administration of justice in his kingdom. He knew that a just society requires a fair and impartial judicial system. He appointed judges in all the fortified cities of Judah, establishing a system of courts throughout the land. These judges were to hear the disputes of the people and render judgments based on the law of the Lord. This act demonstrated Jehoshaphat's commitment to ensuring that justice was accessible to all, regardless of their social standing or geographic location. It was a tangible expression of his desire to create a society where righteousness and fairness prevailed. Jehoshaphat's vision of justice was not merely about punishing wrongdoing, but about creating a society where all people were treated with dignity and respect. Section 6. The duties of the judges, upholding righteousness and fairness. Jehoshaphat carefully instructed the judges he appointed, emphasizing the importance of their role and the gravity of their responsibilities. He charged them to act with integrity, impartiality, and unwavering adherence to the law of the Lord. He reminded them that they were not merely representing the king, but were standing in the place of God himself. Their judgments were to reflect God's righteousness and justice. They were to show no partiality or favoritism, treating all who came before them with equity. Jehoshaphat understood that the proper administration of justice was essential for the well-being of his kingdom. He knew that a society where the rule of law is upheld is a society where peace and prosperity can flourish. His careful appointment of judges and his detailed instructions to them highlight the importance he placed on establishing a just and equitable society. Section 7. The importance of impartiality, a charge to the judges. Jehoshaphat urged the judges to remember that their decisions had a profound impact on the lives of those who came before them. Their role was not just a position of power, but a sacred duty to administer justice fairly. He impressed upon them the need to be impartial in their judgments, to weigh each case on its own merits without favoritism or prejudice, to avoid corruption and bribery which could easily taint their decisions and undermine the very foundation of justice, and to always seek to uphold the truth, no matter how difficult or unpopular it might be. Be careful what you do, he told them, for you are not judging for man, but for the Lord, who sees all and knows all, who is with you whenever you give a verdict. 2 Chronicles 19:6. This divine accountability was meant to remind them of the gravity of their role. Jehoshaphat's words serve as a timeless reminder to all who hold positions of authority, whether in government, law enforcement, or any other sphere of influence. True justice requires impartiality, honesty, and a deep commitment to upholding what is right, even when it is challenging. Jehoshaphat's charge to his judges underscores the importance of integrity and fairness in leadership, qualities that are essential for any society to thrive. His words resonate even today, echoing through the corridors of time, reminding us that true justice is impartial and seeks the well-being of all, ensuring that every individual is treated with fairness and respect. In a world where justice can sometimes be elusive, Jehoshaphat's charge remains a beacon of hope and a call to action for all who seek to uphold the principles of fairness and truth. Section 8. Jehoshaphat's enduring legacy, a king who walked with God. Jehoshaphat's reign was marked by a deep commitment to seeking God's will and leading his people in righteousness. He was not just a king, but a spiritual guide, ensuring that his kingdom followed the divine path. His reforms touched every aspect of Judean society, from the religious practices of the people to the administration of justice in the courts. He established a system where fairness and integrity were paramount, and the people thrived under his just rule. His story is a testament to the transformative power of repentance and the enduring impact of a leader who walks in humble obedience to God. Jehoshaphat's dedication to spiritual renewal brought about a profound change in the hearts of his people. He left behind a legacy of justice, righteousness, and spiritual renewal that continued to influence Judah long after his reign. His policies and reforms were studied and revered by future generations. Jehoshaphat's life serves as an inspiration to all who seek to lead with integrity and to make a difference in the world. His example shows that true leadership is about service and dedication to a higher purpose. His story reminds us that true leadership begins with a heart surrendered to God and a willingness to follow wherever He leads. It is a journey of faith, courage, and unwavering commitment. Jehoshaphat's reign stands as a beacon of hope, showing that even when faced with challenges and setbacks, it is possible to leave a lasting legacy of faith and righteousness. His life is a powerful reminder that with God's guidance, one can overcome any obstacle and achieve greatness. Section 9, Lessons for Today, applying Jehoshaphat's wisdom. Centuries have passed since Jehoshaphat's reign, but the lessons we can glean from his leadership remain as relevant as ever. His reign was marked by a commitment to justice, faith, and the well-being of his people. His story offers timeless wisdom for leaders in all spheres of life. Whether in government, business, or community, the principles he upheld can guide us today. Jehoshaphat's willingness to acknowledge his mistakes and seek God's guidance reminds us that humility and a teachable spirit are essential for effective leadership. This humility allowed him to grow and adapt, making him a stronger leader. His commitment to reforming the religious practices of Judah highlights the importance of a strong spiritual foundation for any society. By prioritizing spiritual health, he ensured the moral integrity of his kingdom. Jehoshaphat's legacy challenges us to examine our own lives and leadership. Are we open to learning and growing just as he was? Are we leading with integrity, humility, and a deep commitment to what is right? These qualities are the bedrock of effective and ethical leadership. Are we seeking to make a difference in the world by upholding justice, promoting righteousness, and leading others to a deeper relationship with God? These are the hallmarks of Jehoshaphat's reign. Jehoshaphat's story encourages us to embrace the transformative power of faith and to lead with courage, integrity, and a heart surrendered to God. His life is a testament to the impact of faith-driven leadership. Let us strive to be leaders who, like Jehoshaphat, leave behind a legacy of justice, righteousness, and unwavering faith. In doing so, we can inspire future generations to lead with the same principles.